Home, in every era and every land, remains an eternal theme. Neolithic finds in western Xizang, the Karuo cultural site in eastern Xizang, and countless other cultural relics that still lie silent amid snow-capped mountains and grasslands all reveal how the Qinghai Xizang Plateau's ancestors lived and thrived. In the tunnel of time, who were the pioneers of the Lhasa River Valley? Amid thorns and wild grasses, which group first tilled the land and raised livestock here? The Neolithic site at Chokong Village, north of Lhasa, seems to hold the answers. March 9th, 2025, the 10th day of the first month in the Tibetan year of the wooden snake. An astronomical observation with a history of over 300 years, unfolded once more at the birthplace of Songtsen Gampo, the heroic ruler of the Tubo Kingdom, Tibetan regime in ancient China. The observatory comprises a hole measuring tower and a light measuring stone. Atop the center of the tower's wall, a slit allows sunlight to pour through. When sunlight streams through this slit and hits the stone, aligning the 3 points in a straight line, it is time to begin spring plowing and sowing. In the early 7th century AD, the rising Yarlung tribe marched northward, led by their chieftain Namri Songtsen, crossed the Yarlung-Zangbo River, and swiftly became the master of the entire Lhasa River basin. In 617 AD, Namri Songtsen's son was born in Gyamagang, today's Gyama Township. He would later be known as Songtsen Gampo, the great ruler of the Tubo Kingdom. Now in Gyama Township, Maijokungar County, Lhasa City, the ruin of Champa Migirling Palace still stand in his memory, infusing the Dapu Astronomical Observatory with sanctity and auspiciousness. In the early morning, local farmers, herders, and students, dressed in festive finery, carrying shema, traditional Tibetan ceremonial vessels symbolizing good fortune, and butter tea, gather around the observatory to await the sunrise. As the sun rises, the moment its first rays pierce the square hole of the tower and touch the light measuring stone, the auspicious hour for the New Year's spring plowing arrives. On the same day, at the foot of Yungbulakang in the Yarlung Valley, the opening of plowing is also underway. Elder Sonam Shylock and his family get up very early, don festive clothes, and adorn themselves with ornaments. The plowing oxen are decked in red decorations, with sun and moon-shaped butterflowers on their foreheads and 5-colored prayer flags fluttering from their horns.
Xizang 청리 내미 트레이너의 저시기 수긴도
From the traditional two-ox plow to today's tractor, iron oxen, spring plowing on the plateau is steeped in joyous, auspicious ritual. Farmers' hopes for favorable weather and bountiful harvests remain as deeply rooted as seeds in their hearts. In its early days, the tubo had no written script. Songtsen Gampo stood before the throne in the newly built Red Hill Palace in Lhasa and wisely told his ministers, "Without a written script, tubo is like walking in the dark without a lamp." Thus, he resolved to send bright Tibetan youths to learn and create a Tibetan script. Today, Tibetan is China's first ethnic minority language with an international coding standard, breathing new life into the Tibetan language in the digital age. The interplay between traditional and modern lifestyles is a complex, diverse phenomenon. Ecology, culture, ways of life, and development influence and shape one another. These changes represent progress through cultural inclusiveness and a nation's and a land's confidence to embrace the world. In 1989, Yinba, then in his 20s, arrived in Lhasa, filled with a hunger for new knowledge. In his spare time, he rode his bicycle to attend classes in English and computer skills. In those days, Yinba was obsessed with figuring out how to integrate Tibetan astronomical and calendar calculations into computers. Later, he developed the first complete computer program for Tibetan astronomical calculations, blending the most traditional calendrical knowledge with cutting-edge computing. Today, this program has grown increasingly sophisticated, encompassing calculations from all schools of Tibetan astronomy and calendar systems. On May 26, 2023, UNESCO added 64 documentary heritages to the Memory of the World Register, including Xizang's great medical text, the 4 medical tantras submitted by China. Compiled between the 8th and 12th centuries, the Four Medical Tantras is the cornerstone of Tibetan medicine. In the golden autumn of 2024, the first international symposium on the Four Medical Tantras was held in Lhasa, Xizang Autonomous Region. Participants discussed the text's evolution and explored new applications in life, health, and wellness. Elder Tenzin has shared a 14-year bond with black-necked cranes. These cranes have become an indispensable part of his life. Every time he sees them, his heart is filled with peace and reassurance. Improved ecology has drawn more black-necked cranes. The former Linzhou Black-Necked Crane Nature Reserve has been expanded into the Yarlung Zangbo River Middle Reaches National Black-Necked Crane Reserve. Over 3,000 cranes now winter here annually. In June, Ngari Prefecture enters its finest season. Tamarisk flowers along the Sichuan riverbanks dance in the wind, their red and white clusters swaying gently. In his free time, 78-year-old Phunsok Dorji often walks along the river with his family, admiring the calm waters and watching the city transform, memories stirring unbidden. From above, the area around Sichuan River is crisscrossed by forests. From the felling tamarisks in the past to large-scale afforestation today, this 60-year-old desert city has been reborn. Urban ecology in Xizang is an ancient yet evolving system. Spring in Lhasa is the prime time for plateau afforestation. Workers chip away at exposed rock with steel drills and pickaxes to carve out pits, fill them with sand, plant saplings, and water them amid such hardship. Over 130 residents from Group 2 of Dongga Community, Doilongdechen District, Lhasa, have persisted for 13 years. Their leader is 66-year-old Xizang. Whenever he has a moment, Xizang heads up the mountain to check on the saplings. Shiga Mountain, where Group 2 is located, was once a barren, rocky terrain.
当时的西嘎山就是这样的，白白的，全是灰。12年到现在，以前的话就这个上面牛都待不下，现在呢，各种各样的鸟，也各种各样的野生动物。
In 2012, to improve their living conditions, Xizang, as group leader, led the community in voluntary tree planting, bringing green life to the once barren hills. In 2022, Lhasa's North-South Mountain Afforestation Project went into full swing. Dongga Community became Xizang's first neighborhood committee to join the project, taking on the afforestation of over 2,200 mu in Dongga Zone 2. Residents eagerly signed up as forest rangers, working together to expand the greenery. Better living conditions have spurred collective industries. Today, swimming pools, football fields, and other leisure spots bustle with activity, becoming the top choice for locals on weekends and holidays. Dragon boat races during the Dragon Boat Festival are a time-honored tradition in China's inland regions. But in recent years, as cultural exchange deepens, lion dances and dragon boat races have taken root on the plateau. Along the Lhasa River, where the scent of zongzi, glutinous rice dumplings, fills the air, lion and dragon dances amplify the festive spirit, while cowhide boats, ready for the race, stand out. A cowhide boat race is about to begin. The cowhide boat dance, also known as kuozi, is a lively song and dance tradition of Tibetan boatmen and a national intangible cultural heritage. The dance is vigorous, earthy, and distinctly regional. Standing on the hills south of the Lhasa River gazing across at the Potala Palace is a new way for tourists to connect with this palace in the clouds. Just as the gentle, clear Lhasa River carries memories of bygone days, the Potala Palace encapsulates a millennium of Tibetan history and holds the fascination of people across time. This grand, profound, and mystical palace in the clouds inspires awe and reverence. Within its walls, every hall, mural, statue, and even stone foundation has its own legend. It is a treasure of world cultural heritage, cherished globally. The pinnacle of Tibetan architecture, a masterpiece of its kind, and a definitive museum for understanding the politics, economy, history, culture, and art of Xizang, China. Urban ecology is more than just nature. It encompasses cultural and lifestyle ecosystems. Heritage and innovation are guiding this ancient yet youthful land toward the future.
这个周我们的主要任务呢，就是关于一个作文的写作。那这次我们写作的主题呢，就是我的家乡。对。
Thangni Dolma is a student at Nag No. 3 Middle School. Her home is in a pastoral area over 30 kilometers from Nag City. In the past, herders moved with their pastures, so she once walked long distances to school daily. But now, at No. 3 Middle School, she lives, eats, and studies on campus during the week, saving time, and the quality boarding facilities allow her to focus fully on her studies. Every Friday after school, Thangni Dolma takes a bus home to spend the weekend with her parents.
传递城市文明，构建和谐公交，欢迎乘坐新路公交车。本车由平检站、南部新区站开往终点站。
中考没6月底就平常中。
Her parents, both herders, care deeply about her education. They find comfort in the boarding school where teachers and classmates look after her. Moreover, all boarding school expenses are covered by the government, greatly easing the family's financial burden. The bitter cold of winter is a shared memory for older Nak residents. In 2016, China's highest altitude heating project was launched in Senyi District, Nak City. 20 supporting heating stations now meet most of the main urban area's heating needs. The cold memories of 120,000 residents have been warmed by improvements in urban ecology. After the 7th century AD, an extension of the ancient Tangtubo Road stretched from Lhasa to the southern foothills of the Himalayas, passing through Shigatse, Tingri, and Girong, then into India via Nepal, forging the ancient Great Tangtubo Tianzhu route. Rasog village in Girong town is a vital gateway linking China and Nepal. Many Nepalese merchants transport their goods to Girong town via the bridge here. Today, new energy vehicles, smart made in China, are shipped directly here from the Lhasa Comprehensive Bonded Zone with exceptional customs clearance efficiency. From the old 3, clothing and daily goods, to the new 3, new energy vehicles and more, Xizang's cross-border trade is increasingly aligned with the needs of South Asian markets. Flows of people, goods, and information are transforming this land, driving profound changes in cultural exchange, a breakthrough transformation born of openness. over a millennium later, trade and cultural exchanges have breached the Himalayan barrier, turning the ancient route into a major corridor to South Asia. Appreciate the beauty in others, and let all beauties thrive together. Every civilization is a crystallization of culture and life. Towering mountains forge its strength, flowing rivers nourish its spirit. Those people born and raised here carry the resilience of mountains and the agility of rivers in their blood. At this moment, history turns to a new chapter. Ahead lies a vast horizon, a sea of brilliant stars. The children of this land will surely, with their enduring creativity on this beloved soil, write a glorious chapter worthy of heaven, earth, and the future.
在不处里睁开眼睛，候鸟从湖面上衔来季风，阳光在漫游悲伤，落下流金图腾，葬礼样的银桨划破清澈天际，是林口下岁月的年轮，雪水繁衍草木的枯荣。当牧歌坠入夜路藏不讲，我是被沉静的大地，每一滴顷刻间都有太阳的光芒，每一缕回首都是生命的永恒。深经波动，狂野的流线情，冰川节奏轻盈，江河抵过庄木，星月在交替里，温润时光的炊烟，万物在呼吸中编织光生敬畏，透明是天空循环的底色，四季是草原不变的颜